Now, some of you might know that usually on Tuesday or every Tuesday we get the insurance registration coming from some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio, but this time around, this week, we did not get them yesterday because of the Dragon Boat Festival holiday, which was on the 10th of June, but it also had an impact into yesterday. It is for that reason that we only got the insurance registration today, where, ladies and gents, from the 3rd to, of course, the 9th of June, Nio saw total life insurance registration of around 3,500. Now, of course, this is much lower than the 6,700 registrations we saw for the last week of May, which was wrapping up the end of the month. So, yeah, man, 3,500, you will know that my prediction was at least I would like to see Nio at least scooping 4,000 insurance registration, of which to get to see them coming with 3,500. It's not that good because like I said yesterday, it makes it a bit difficult for Nio because now they have to deliver more to try to beat their total deliveries or monthly deliveries which they produce for the month of May. But something that is to note is that this is the first full week of June, because that previous week where we saw Nio having 6,700 insurance registrations, 5 days were falling under May, and only 2 days, which was Saturday and Sunday, those 2 days were falling under June. And based on the total cumulative insurance registrations, Nio had over 22,000 insurance registration for the month of May. And when we subtract the actual deliveries that Nio produced, and that is of course the 20,544, we realize that we are left with somewhere around 1,500 and 56 insurance registrations, which those we can safely assume that they fall under the June deliveries. So you will know that June still has 3 full weeks until it gets to an end, meaning that we can safely say that last week was the first full week of June, which therefore, if you are to add these 3,500 that Nio reported for the life insurance registration for last week with the 1,556 insurance registrations that were left from the 6,700 after we did our math, me and you will agree that Nio, we can safely say that as it stands right now, they probably have just over 5,000 deliveries or plus 5,000 deliveries or insurance registrations, which means that these last 3 weeks or these remaining 3 weeks for June, Nio has to make sure that at least on average they have the 5,000, or they maintain the 5,000 deliveries on average. So they can be a 4,500, but the 5,500, as long as the average at the end of the day it's averaging to this plus 5,000, I think it is something that will still be great, because then it will mean that they will deliver come month end over 20,000 deliveries. So yeah, man, it's not a train smash as yet, because as it stands, Nio, based on the cumulative that we calculated, including this 3,500, they should be probably sitting at 5,056 insurance registration, which, knowing that, like I said, there's still 3 weeks, I think I'm not worried, I'm not panicking. Let's wait and see how next week unfold. But kudos to companies like Nio that saw their, of course, deliveries increasing by plus 20%, which is something that is really commendable. I know this 3,500 to others it might be a very bad figure, whilst to others it's still acceptable. But to me, I think, yeah, man, though I wanted 4,000 insurance registrations, I think it is still acceptable. There is still an opportunity for Nio to still get those over 20,000 deliveries if, like I said, they keep or maintain an average on these 3 weeks of around 5,000 deliveries. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. Tell me what you think about these insurance registrations, whether what you are expecting or not. But usually, one thing that you need to also take cognizance of is that usually when you look into the insurance registrations, the first weeks of the month, they usually are not that good, or usually the numbers come pretty low. So yeah, man, it's something that we usually see beginning of each month, but hopefully we see from next week at least some decent insurance registrations coming from Nio. And especially that now on the 10th, which was on Monday. It was a holiday in China. Nio just have to make sure that at least they are above 4,000 insurance registration next week, though, even factoring that holiday that took place. So yeah, man, I hope for the best, and I wish Nio can grab as many vehicles or insurance registrations as possible. But one thing that I like about the end of the month, or the last week of May, when Nio scoped 6,700 total insurance registrations, I think that week showed us that it is possible that Nio can deliver almost 7,000 in a single week. Though Nio is saying that the production is not meeting the demand, I think that proved to us that Nio is capable of selling or reporting insurance registrations of around 7,000 in a single week, which that gives us hope to say that even though maybe the beginning of the month for June is not, Nio is not probably selling as expected, but they've got the capabilities of selling or reporting almost 7,000 insurance registration. That gives us hope, that gives us confidence that Nio can still do it. So I just hope things will continue improving onto Nio. You'll remember that the guidance that Nio gave for the month of June is 18 to 20,000, which personally I said I believe that they will scope over 20,000 deliveries. Otherwise, with all that, guys, do your own DD before you load the boat. Increase your holdings onto this stock, as it is quite volatile. It is important that though we are seeing or receiving some comments from institutions or financial institutions, you also do your own DD so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.